All right, and welcome to the first lesson on creating a header file. The concept here is extremely important, and it may be a little bit complex, and you may have to watch this video more than once. But follow along with me what I have here. I've created a class called GameLocation, and this should be rather familiar to us from what we've seen before, and that finishes the class. So if I look at it, I see I have a constructor called GameLocation. Location is set to 0, initialized to 0. Direction is initialized to W. And what it's trying to do is exactly what it did before. It's trying to get the character, and that if the direction is W, then location is incremented. If the direction is equal to S, then the location is decremented. However, there's a new thing here. If the direction is equal to Q, then location is set equal to -1. You might say, well, why are we doing that? Well, bear with me, you'll see why. If location is equal to 0, then location is equal to 1, which means that the location will never be 0. Okay? However, we see it can be less than 1. Don't worry about that for now. Let's look at this. This method here is now not void. It's no longer void. This method is an integer. Now one could say this thing right here is a function, but it's a method. It's an integer, which means it's going to return a value. What value is it going to return? Down here I tell you what value it's going to return. Return is a key word in C++. It's going to return the value of location. So I need to set this something equal to this in order to get the value of location. That's what's important here. Now if I scroll down here, I created another class, and here's the second class, class game, and that's the class definition here. And notice that it's inheriting game location. This is public, show location. Here's a value, which is going to be an integer, and while the value does not equal -1, what I want you to do is I want value to get the number from getLocation. GetLocation is what? GetLocation is this method here, right up here, that returns a value because I told it to return it. So what did I do here? I defined a new variable called value inside this method, and I said while value does not equal -1, what I want you to put in value is what the value is in location. So here is a loop here that continues to go and show me what the value of getLocation is. And where did this -1 come from? This -1 came from up here when I said that if I hit the Q key, I want you to set the value of location equal to -1. And that's what it's going to return. And it's going to return that value to here, to this value. And if value is equal to -1, it's going to quit. It's going to quit this while loop right here. Okay, so let's see down here what I did. Is that I did the same thing I did before. This is game, this is my game, and I put my game's show location. And what is show location? That comes from this class, and it's this right here, which is public. So you might say, well, that's a lot of work to do all that. Well, it might seem like a lot of work, but you have to remember this particular one here that I'm using, this game location, I can use this class with all kinds of games now. So there's no reason to tie it into some other stuff. So what I'm going to do eventually, I'm going to take this class game location and I'm going to make a header file out of it. So I don't even have to see the code or worry about the code anymore. All I have to do is put an include up here, and it'll automatically put this in for me, and all I have to do is just get the value of the location. Okay, I'm going to compile it. Let's see if it works. Here it goes. Okay. Bring it over here. I'm hitting the W key. It's a 1, it's a 2, it's a 3, it's a 4, it's a 5, it's a 6, it's a 7. I'm going to hit the S key. I'm backing up. And I keep hitting the S key. I'm going to hit the Q key. Now, whether or not that shows, that's really up to me. In other words, I created a class here that makes it show, but I can have another class that makes it do something else or put something in front of it. So what I'm going to be doing in the next video is I'm going to take this class, game location, and I'm going to convert it into a header file so I don't ever have to look at this code anymore. Okay, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching.